healthy food according to the Sunnah.
Раз. Отлично. Сейчас, минуточку.
Just a moment, please. Sorry.
Hello. And stop from?
Уважаемые участники лекции, наш модератор.
Dear participants, our moderator, Timoshin Gularadautas, she's a media trainer, coach, mentor of entrepreneurs, and also the head of the press service of Kazan City Clinical Hospital number 7, named after Marat Sadikov.
Head of the press service of Kazan City Clinical Hospital number 7, named after Marat Sadikov. And our guest today is Hanna Shivalika, an award-winning international weight loss consultant and nutritionist, PhD in international health care, recognized by the Ministry of Ayush in India, and certified nutritionist from the prestigious 4 League, Stanford University of USA.
And also the third participant of our panel is Ahmadulina Aida, Deputy General Director of... She's sort of a model. She's a Deputy General Director of GCA's Department of Food and Social Nutrition of Kazan City.
General Director of Department of Food and Social Nutrition of Kazan. And so let's start our session. Давайте начнем.
Добрый день, дорогие гости.
Good afternoon, dear guests. Assalamu alaikum. İyi günler. Today, we're here on this wonderful platform to talk about true and right healthy food. What is healthy food for you? Any ideas here coming to your mind? What is the right and healthy food for you? Any ideas, please? Vegetables, great. What? Okay, parts and proteins. What? Water, right. Else? What else? Okay, healthy food. What is a healthy product? Okay. What is the right food? Don't eat after 6 p.m. What else? The right proportions. Okay, the intervals between the meals. What else? Okay, the consequence is very important, how you which products you use. Okay, today we're going not only talk about the good food, we also want to talk about how to preserve your energy, to keep in a good shape, have good health, as Dr. Hanna Shivalika will tell us about. I think I'm going to wait. Okay, we're still interpreting. Yeah? Raise your hands. Who is following the right nutrition? Who would like to keep up with the nutrition? Great, wonderful, excellent. Friends, okay, today, it's very important that women who live Shariat, they need to have access to all the modern and technology of the right nutrition, innovations in this industry, because healthy woman means a happy woman. Do you agree with me? Raise your hand who thinks this is right. Great, fine. Today our speaker and our guest is an amazing doctor, international consultant nutritionist, the doctor of medicine, Hanna Shivalika. Anna, good afternoon. Let's give her an applause. The right food is the key to good health. Customs describe it in Sunnah are good examples and gold standard for right way of life. Sunnah is the relevant guidance of the modern people to have good health, because even Prophet told it centuries ago about good health, healthy head, which has interconnections with physical and spiritual health, is we are going to talk about it. Shvalika, Anna, please, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon to the esteemed organizers, my dear guests who've taken out their precious time to come here. We are going to discuss the principles of Sunnah Muslim eating, as well as I'm going to guide you how to look young, beautiful, avert all the lifestyle diseases. So I would like to start with a quote from Sunnah Muslims that whoever wakes up feeling physically happy, have food for the day, feeling safe and secure, have acquired the world. So first of all is your peace within yourself, having the right food and stability in your life, and there the happiness starts. So there are a few guidelines which I would like to start. As per Sunnah Muslims, that firstly, you have to eat in moderation. Do not indulge when your stomach signals you that you are full. Stop right away. Do not have more than your brain will signal you. You have to listen to your body. So moderation is the first principle. The second principle is portion control. Now, how do you do portion control? Now, in Islam, you are told that have in small portions. Now, the trick to portion control is that first take a small plate. Never put food in a big plate. So in your small plate, just visualize how much you want to eat. Once you visualize, serve yourselves half. Okay, so finish that half food. When that half portion is over, then serve yourself little more. So that way, your glucose levels will be stabilized and you will not even put on weight. So portion control is a very important ingredient. Now, third one I recommend is eating slowly. Eating slowly means that when you take in your bites, you have to chew very nicely. You have to chew each bite so that the digestive juices are secreted well, mixed with the food, and your food which you have eaten is processed and assimilated and you get the nutrition. Because if you don't chew and your mind is distracted, example, you're on the phone, you're on the TV, you're talking to somebody, no. This will only happen when you're mindful. You're eating, you're chewing every bite with gratitude. Yes, I'm eating and it's absorbing well in my body. Now the third point is like a balanced diet. So the Sunnah Muslim guidelines recommended are that you should have your proteins. Proteins are your lean proteins, like could be tofu, could be paneer, could be chicken, fish, beef, but along with your vegetables and your carbs. Don't have only proteins. Now people will come up that yes, we want non-veg, we want to eat protein. That is the point when you start gaining your weight. Have your vegetables, then have your protein, and keep the fruits for mid-meal and nuts in the evening. So that way, your full day should be divided, wherein all your proteins, fats, and carbohydrates will come in the role. Then after that, you're fasting. Fasting is very important as per Sunnah guidelines, and we know that you all fast in Ramadan. Fasting helps you to gain spiritual as well as physically healthy. Many diseases are averted with fasting. and even your mind gets stable. So all the religious leaders of the world from time beginning have recommended fasting. And when you break a fast, don't just eat whatever comes. That will be no use. Eat slowly, drink water, have a date, start with light food, and don't come to caffeine. Caffeine is not going to help you. Don't have tea, coffee. Fill yourself with lighter food, then gradually build your thing. So this is with fasting. And last of all, the most important one is gratitude. Because when you are grateful to Allah, to your God, you get all the more blessings. So always start your food with a prayer and end your food that you're alive, you have food to eat, and you have a wonderful plate in front of you. So gratitude is very important. And a very important point, which I always tell my clients, is that positive affirmations. I want to explain this, that when you're cooking your food, example, I've had an argument with my husband. So if I'm cooking my food angry, he said this to me, that to me. This will not assimilate, give me the right nutrition. You are saying something to your staff, you're on the phone, your mind is, okay, my friend said something to me. No. You have to be very positive. You have to be happy. Those vibrations will go in your food and water, and that will give you good health, absorption of your nutritions, and longevity. Because if you are at unrest, the food will give you dis-ease. You understand? Disease. Dis-ease. So your emotions while cooking food are very important. So these are the few guidelines as per Sunnah Muslims. And now I would like you to hand over whatever questions you would like to ask me.
Мы можем продолжить, да, девочки, кто у нас переводчики? Регина, можем продолжать, так ведь? Ага.
Thank you so much, Dr. Svalika. Indeed, when we began our session here today, we talked a lot of healthy food, and we really wanted to crush the stereotype, or maybe enforce it, whether we should eat after 6 p.m. So, should we eat after 6 p.m.? Is it okay? What? Do you hear me? Do you hear me now? So, okay, Dr. Svalika, again, so we wanted to talk about the stereotype, whether it is okay to eat after 6 p.m. So, the question to you is, should we eat after 6 p.m.?
Understand? So now breaking the myth, whether we should eat after 6 p.m. or not. So I would recommend, and I'm going to explain you scientifically why you should not eat after 6 p.m. Whenever you eat food, 10% of your cells get damaged, okay? And the body needs 12 hours to repair those damaged cells. So example, you eat late. If you eat at 7, near sunset is fine. If you eat at 9, 10, the body will not get enough time to repair those damaged cells. And in the morning, the digestive process will start. So when the digestive process will start, all those damaged cells will be lying there and they will give you fat on your stomach. And it will increase in the adipocytes. Adipocytes are the fat cells. So it will be an increase. So women will come to me, we never lose, we don't have a flat stomach. So this is the reason. And then another scientific reason is that when you eat late at night, there's an imbalance in your satiety hormones. We have these two satiety hormones, ghrelin and leptin. So ghrelin is your hunger hormone, leptin is the satiety. So when you eat late night, due to the imbalance, you are more hungry, the brain is not given the right signal that you're full. So you will feel more hungry and you will land up eating more food. So this is the reason that late night eating should not at all be done. So I've explained, I hope it's clear to all of you.
Спасибо, thank you.
Thank you so much. Is it also true that we should eat 5 times a day, or maybe even more? So should we eat less but more frequently? Less per each meal, obviously.
So when we come to this eating the 5-meal concept, for some people, if you will space your meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner, okay, and in between you have a light meal, but I'll explain you after how many hours. You will not overeat, you will not have hunger pangs, it's fine. But in this, you have to understand the concept of listening to your body. So when you wake up in the morning, it takes 1 hour for your hunger, your morning hormones to wake up. And in that time, we are saying goodbye to our night hormones. So on waking up, first 1 hour, only have water. Don't have anything else. Okay? So gradually your hormones are waking up. Your body is getting ready. So you have a light breakfast because the hormones are not so strong. And we match our eating as per the circadian rhythm of the universe. I will explain you. This is that morning circadian rhythm of the universe means we eat with sunrise, also as per Sunnah Muslims, and we stop near sunset. So your hormones are waking up. So a light breakfast. Then afternoon, your hormones are very strong. So you have a heavy lunch. In case you want to party out and not want to gain weight, eat lunches, not dinner outside. And then coming to your dinner, when your day hormones are, we are saying bye to your day hormones and your night hormones are waking up, that time you have a light meal. And when you eat, example, a breakfast, lunch or dinner, next 3 hours of the main meal, don't eat anything. Because the body needs that time to assimilate and digest that food. Example, I've eaten a breakfast and I'm hungry after 2 hours. Now what is it that you can have? You have water or green tea or black tea, lemon tea. But don't have food. Unless you feel, oh, I'm more hungry, have a coconut water. Once the food is digested, then you have your meal. So the trick is listening to your body. And if you will do like this, that maintain your 3 hour and you understand the theory of your morning hormones waking up and saying bye to your night hormones, you will not put on weight and all your diseases will be averted. It's clear? I hope I'm clear to you people. I put it all in very simple language.
Друзья, понятно, да? 5.
Is it all understood? 5 times a day? Okay, yeah, you can do it. But how much water should you drink a day? 2 liters. Well, it depends. Depends on the weight. As much as you can. As much as I remember to drink liquid. The more water you drink, the better. So, any other guesses? Okay. So how much water should you drink? So should it be 2 liters only? Or maybe it should be more, maybe it should be less, or maybe just as much as we want? This is the question for you.
So water is a very, very big question because your weight loss, your metabolism, everything depends on it. And I will explain you every point about water. So firstly, Water is needed by every cell, and not only that, the maximum kidney is needed for dehydration, for the filtration process. Example, I want to ask you people, and I will answer if you can answer. Should you drink water when you're thirsty, or you should also drink water when you're not thirsty? Anybody wants to reply me? Anybody in the audience? You should drink water when you're thirsty, or otherwise also? Also, yes, very, very good, very nice answer. Why we should drink otherwise? Because the kidney needs a lot of water to filtrate. And if there is dehydration in the body, it's going to affect your memory, your focus, and your performance. I'll give you a simple trick, a very easy trick, how to know your body is hydrated or dehydrated. Take your skin, you pinch it up. If your skin goes back immediately in 2 seconds, see mine goes back, my body is well hydrated. If I pinch and the skin for 5 seconds does not go back, you are dehydrated, and it is dangerous, right? Because your cells are starved. Now coming to the water, having hot water or cold water does not matter. What matters is the quantity, the amount of water. So when you wake up, example, you wake up at by 7 or 8, you have to have 250 ml of water till 5 p.m. Okay? Because again, we are going to have the water as per the circadian rhythm. I explained before, circadian rhythm means the rhythm of the universe, the sunset high in the morning and lower in the night. So that will be easy for you people to remember. So in the morning, from example, you wake up at 7 to 5, you have 250 milliliters of water. Post 5 p.m., have less. Have 100 to 150 ml of water. But there is one rule to it. If you have coffee, example, you have 250 ml of coffee, you have to have 500 milliliters of water. Coffee is very dehydrating. And if you want to calculate roughly how much water you should have as per your body weight, example, if you are 60 kgs, you multiply your body weight into 0.03, and that is roughly about 200 liters, okay? But again, the rough thing would be like 250 and then less in the evening. This way, so your hydration, now clients will come to me, we are doing everything, but we are not losing weight. I ask them, how much water are they drinking? They are just drinking 6-7 glasses of water. We don't remember. So I'll give you a very simple trick. You reach your office where you start your day, put your bottle in front. Wherever your bottle should be with you, because it's your life. It's going to give you good metabolism, good hydration, beautiful hair, skin. So put your bottle so you remember. Don't cover your quantity of water in the evening. Fill it up till 5 p.m. So I hope it's all clear to you. Yeah?
Отлично. Да здравствует.
Okay, water is very important. Is it important whether it's hot or cold?
No. Important, it is hot or cold. You know, some people say, okay, I have warm water in the morning. If you feel your metabolism is a little sluggish, you may, but it really doesn't matter. You can try it for weight loss. You know, it's a trick. You can try it. Have normal water, but you have it the way I'm recommending you, 250 till 5 p.m. and less later. You will absolutely see a change in your skin, your hair, your weight loss. It does not matter. Temperature of the water does not matter.
Thank you. Спасибо. Спасибо. Друзья,
Thank you. Dear friends, who has had coffee during the lunch? Which milk have you chosen? Cow milk, all right. What else? You know, well, it's very important because any milk, you can just need to get some energy. This is important what kind of milk you choose when you drink cappuccino or coffee. In Tatarstan, they have tea with milk. Many people get rid of cow milk in favor of plant milk, like oat milk and plant milk, whatever. So, do you really think that cow milk is really harmful for our organism? Do we have to say goodbye to it?
I really love this question because there is a lot of controversy and I really want to make it clear to you. It's a scientific backing up what I'm going to tell you guys. It's a breakthrough. So, see, some ethnic religions, they say that have your milk. I do not want to, tell you that don't, if milk is suiting you, as per your body type, you're not having much of problem, you may. But if you ask me, my clients, and the scientific backing, that what happens is that when you drink milk, there is lactose in the milk. That breaks up into lactase and galactase. Now babies, when they are very small, infants, they have this hormone where the lactose can be broken up into lactase and digested. But as you grow older, around 30 years of age, but yes, woman will never be 30. Every woman wants to look 29, including me. So when you become 30 years of age, the body's mechanism, you are not able to produce that. It stops getting digested. You cannot digest it. That galactase production is stopped, the lactase. So the milk will directly go to your intestine. The bacteria in the intestine will drink that milk. And you don't have that hormone, so they will give you gas, bloating. People will come that I have too much of gas, I have stomach pain, because you are not able to digest. And that is the starting problem of many diseases. And of course, the milk these days is hormones. Hormones are injected in the cows. It's not pure, it's not organic, it's not easy. But also the body doesn't have that hormone after 30 years to assimilate it. So this is the scientific reason that if for all the stomach issues, I would say that if you want to avoid all the gut issues, yes, do not have milk. Now coming to the calcium intake, you can have your almond milk. That is a good one, but the quantity has to be limited. And in your day, if you have like 1 cup of almond milk, add white sesame seeds, add broccoli in your diet. There are so many calcium sources. So don't just depend on milk. Add these things in your diet so that your calcium intake is taken out. And a very important is your calcium and your vitamin D intake sit in the morning rays of the sun, because that is where your vitamin D is going to happen coming to your bones and is going to strengthen your bones. So this is my take on milk.
Great. That's great. Wonderful. So, conclusions, friends. Well, I have a question, by the way. Question? You have a question. Okay. What's the question?
From Cameroon, I have 2 questions for you. First of all, I want to know if teas really help us to lose weight. That is my first question. My second question is, when you have good appetite like me, a very big appetite like me, what is recommended to stop eating and have a good health, please? Thank you.
That's a very good question.
Это
That the audience is interacting. I would love you all ask me. So coming to your first question, see, tea is, if you're overall eating well, exercising, teas are not going to really make a difference. You don't have to spend on fancy teas. Okay, green tea is good, up to 1 to 2 teas, but it's not going to help you lose any weight. No need of any chemicals, anything preserved. Eat your healthy diet. Yes, a chamomile tea could help you calm you, or a green tea is okay, 2 chamomile, 1 tea. If you want to have the black tea, it's okay, 1. But they will not help you to lose weight, definitely. Your own good ingredient diet is the one which is going to help you. And the second question, when you have a good appetite and you want to lose weight, I'm going to today, in my presentation, tell you all the tricks of losing weight, managing your appetite. But I'll give you a short tip that if you have a good appetite, firstly, your protein intake is less somewhere. Start your day with a protein breakfast, whether like eggs or, the green, the sprouts, those things. Secondly, whenever you want to eat, first 50%, fill yourself with 40% protein, then your vegetables. In the end, come to carbs. Slowly, when your protein intake is better, and you add good fats like olive oil, avocado, Slowly it will get better. And workout also really helps. You know, you have to work out because then only your system will come in a balance. If you're not working out, then your appetite will even increase. Your body will get sluggish. Then your sleeping patterns. So there are many patterns I'm going to discuss after this where I'll tell you how to do that trick. Thank you.
Спасибо. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Drink water with your food, after your food, or with your food?
Yes, okay. That's also a very simple but very important question. If you're drinking your water with your food, when you eat your food, your stomach will produce the digestive acids, okay? Now, also I'm drinking water where my stomach is adding the digestive juices. I am diluting my digestive juices. So this is the simple scientific reason. So do not have water while eating because you're diluting. So if your digestive juices are added, diluted, they will not function properly. So I would say that before your meal, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, have your water. After that, have your meal. Again, after 30 minutes, have your water. Don't have it during the meal. Don't have it immediately after the meal. For better digestion and assimilation and also intake of nutrients. I'm really liking the audience. Thank you. Please come up so that, you know, it benefits even if few people go home getting healthier, losing weight and getting a good health. My purpose of coming from India is sorted.
Шивалика, самый актуальный вопрос, наверное.
The relevant question, the most hot question, how to get rid of the delicious and sweets. How do you have to get rid completely? Do the sugar, or you can something to substitute the sugar? And so sugar. Wait.
There is a big no. I'll tell you why. What happens is that when you have sugar, your insulin spikes. You may see all the models showing chocolate, but trust me, no health ambassador has sweets. I had to go for this beauty contest. I was not losing my weight. When I completely cut on sugar, it moved. But I'll also tell you the trick what to have instead of sugar. How to cut on. It's not that I felt like having sugar cravings. I didn't have. Earlier I used to pick up some dark chocolate. I would have. So what I did, I'll give you my example. I had a protein breakfast again. Increase the protein intake in your diet. When the protein intake is increased, somewhere women are having less protein, you will feel craving. You want to pick up the body's natural response. So when your diet is complete, you will not. And also for the sugar additives, example you are having, have a date. Don't have a dessert. Have a prune. Have a fig. That is much better. And if now you come to the sugar substitutes overall are not going to benefit. They give you more sweet cravings, and few of them have got a chemical called aspartame. Aspartame, what it does, it gives you liver degeneration and memory loss. When it gives you memory loss, or like dementia. So, no need, stop your sugar additives today. The very safe ones are stevia. Have the date powder. You can have the little honey, organic, or the date syrup. Some people are even having monk fruit and agave. But still, my recommend would you that slowly and slowly cut out all the processed and artificial things in your life. Because see, our mothers and grandmothers did not have all these dramas. They lived up to 120 years. So let's get back to our basics. Let's get back to our roots. Where eat what your mothers and grandmothers ate.
Шивалик, у нас есть вопрос.
We have a question. Can we substitute sugar by the honey? And how much honey do we have to eat? And how much honey can we eat before you go to bed, or when can you eat honey?
Вместо еды вообще.
So if you ask me from weight loss point of view, I would say no honey. Okay? If you are working out and you want, children can have, because they are running around, they are moving around. If you are not moving around so much, the honey has to be not more than a few drops. for above 35, 40, as you go even lesser. Because again, it's giving you insulin spike. Half a spoon, teaspoon, or little bit of honey is okay, organic. But again, for weight loss, maintaining a healthy weight, no. But very little, if you're weight training, if you're working out, then I will allow. So I hope that is clear. So have a very minimal amount. And if you have anything sweet before going to bed, again, the metabolism is slow, it will not work out. So don't have. So people will say in the morning, we are having this tea with honey and all. Honey, as such, you don't need to do it for weight loss. All these are just, hacks to tell you, okay, put this, put that. I'll tell you cheaper things which actually work and will give you the fabulous skin, hair, and the body.
Можно еще? Ага, еще вопрос. Шивалика.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your wonderful lecture, especially for those who are overweight. So the question we have, here in Russia, we really like food with a lot of fat in it, and we had a program when we were young. It was very traditional for us to have butter in the morning, and a lot of food with fats we used to consume here in Russia. So, and physicians here say that it's very good for your health. And they say that, in the morning, it's especially good to have a lot of food with fats. So is this true? And the second question I have, when you're under stress, a woman can eat, an ice cream, some candies. So when you're under stress, or when there are hormones in play, what should you do to compensate for sugar? We here in Tatarstan are Muslims, and we all, we are fasting here during the Urazum. And, this is a period when you can eat is quite short, just, 5 to 6 hours. It may be as little as that. So what should you eat during this time? What sort of food you should eat when you don't eat for most of the day and can only eat for 5 to 6 hours? What is the best scheme here? Not to, eat too much during this time, because, you just have to fast for a very long time.
Wonderful question, and I really like it. I would love to answer it. So, firstly, coming to your tradition of Tatarstan, that you were told to have a lot of butter and fats. Okay, if you want to have, if you're working out a lot, you want to have, I would say, have the good white butter, but your intake is not going to be more than 3 melted teaspoons in a day, as per age. For children, could be 5 to 6. In India, we call it clarified butter or desi ghee. That is what I recommend, and I will definitely ask later, you people, what it is called here. In India, we call it desi ghee, and I highly recommend it. But see, you have the butter when you were young. As you age, your metabolism slows down. Are you weight training? Are you running? Are you doing that workout? No. So that is going to insulin spike, and that is going to be stored in your cells as fat. So have the butter without the salt, not without, without the salt, have the butter, but limit your quantity. If I would say for you, as per age, I would say 3 teaspoons. For a younger, 4. For children, 5 to 6. But the clarified butter is better. So I'm not stopping, but again on the quantity. And the second question, coming to the stress. So if you don't eat for 5 hours, if I don't get food for 5 hours, I will see something and I will eat it immediately. So I am going to tell you, I myself, girls, was 82 kgs. How I have tried every diet in the world. Atkins, South Beach, Ayurvedic, every diet, and I belong to a family of doctors. My mother is a gynecologist, my father an IVF specialist, my father was an ENT specialist. They did not let me do the diet. So what I did, I combined all the theories, naturopathy, Indian Ayurveda, holistic wellness, modern, into one. So coming to your question, that 5 hours will not work for anybody, not for me. So what I do is, even now I have coconut water in my bag. When you go, Make your 3 boxes. Carry roasted gram or sprouts or bean sprouts. Carry your coconut water. Carry an apple. Carry a banana. It's easy. Carry your berries. You've eaten your meal. If you can't, just pack some rice. You have to do that for yourself. Because when you're hungry, you will be even more irritated and your stress will go higher. The hormones will get imbalanced. I hope it's clear to you. Yes? So carrying your meals with you, little meals in your car, in your bag, is the trick. Take a small poly bag, mix some nuts and seeds. Take it with you. Take a fruit, put it in your small Ziploc and take it. Only that will work. 5 hours of not eating will not work for anyone. I hope you're happy with the answer. She's happy?
There was a second question about Yuraza, about fasting. So when you don't eat for a long time, if you follow Islam, yeah, so how do you do that?
As per Islam, yes, fasting is a different thing. Now there are 2 things. One is when every day we are eating and just after you're hungry, you pick up any fried snack, any crisps. That is one part. Now, coming to the fasting, can you just put it for me again? So for fasting, I would say that as per Islam, yes, fasting is recommended. But you have fasting and non-fasting days, okay? In fasting, you keep a window of, it's going to be, just 1 second. Yeah, it's going on. Wait, just put it like this. Yeah. So for fasting, what you do is, if you fast, you keep a window of 16 and 8. Okay? If you're fasting for 16 hours, then you eat for 8 hours. Okay? If you're fasting for 14 hours, you can lower it. But you have to maintain that window. So we have fasting and non-fasting days. I'm talking in the first question of the non-fasting days. That if you're not fasting, just don't pick up anything and have. Carry your meals. Organize your day. That is the only trick. Women are multitasking. Men have stress. So you have to plan your day. That's the trick. And on fasting days, of course, yes, fast. Because fasting is very good for the body. It balances your hormones. It gives you good energy. It repairs your cells. So fasting as well as non-fasting days. Clear? Next question.
Okay, girls, do anybody who does urazu, who's fasting, did that help this answer according to Sharia? Didn't you understand the answer?
Не совсем, то есть, мы во время
So during urazu, you know, you can't do that. We can't do it according to your schedule. So we have to, you know, fast every day. You know, I'm a doctor myself, and, you know, I drink a lot of water, maybe, you know, have a raisin to open mouth. And, you know, then I go for a walk, and I don't think there are other ways to do it, but maybe you can give me some advice. You know, I can't afford this thing where when you have different days, one you fast, the other you don't. So what do you do when you have to fast every day for a month?
Yeah. What do you say?
Не было перевода.
There is translation going on. Do you hear me now? So when you have to fast every day, what do you do? When there are periods for 16 hours on end, when you have to eat, not to eat for a long period of time during the day, how do you do it?
That's what I'm saying, that when you're fasting, of course you have to break your fast with lighter food. The days is recommended as per your religion, you have to fast. You understand my point? That day you fast, example, you're fasting for 16 hours, Then 8 hours you have your food. But don't start with heavy processed food. Start with your lighter foods. Start with your vegetables, have your proteins, lean protein, have your fruits. That is okay. That is recommended, but not in the non-fasting days. Clear? Clear now? I hope it's clear. Yes.
Еще вопрос есть.
Okay. Thank you. To know if there is tips when you struggle to when you struggle for belly fat. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when you try everything, there is tips to struggle for belly fat. Please.
Okay. So I have a whole presentation prepared for you people. How to lose your belly fat, how to maintain a good. I have a full presentation after we finish. No, you finish your question. Your next question has to be finished. After we finish the question, this talk, then we start with the presentation. So we will explain you how to lose the fat in the presentation. Okay? I'll give you proper all the tips how to lose the presentation.
Тем более у нас есть модель сегодня.
Given that, we have Aida, who is a role model in this regard, So you can ask her questions if you want to become more thin, I think, and happier. I think it will help you.
Coming down again and again and again. My hair is there. I don't know why it's coming down. Put it nicely. Yeah. Now it's proper.
Вопрос есть.
There is another question going on, coming up. Yeah.
Yes.
Please ask the question. Hello. So, Dr. Shidalika. So I have a sugar-related question. You said that you shouldn't eat too much sugar and you should eat less of it, of sugar-containing products. But if we talk about natural sugar, can we maybe eat more dieties of bananas or raisin? The sugar-containing products, those that contain natural sugar. And the second one concerns water. So is it important whether you boil your water or not? Because, in St. Petersburg, we are from St. Petersburg, you can't really drink water from the tap. You have to purify it. Additionally, you have to boil it. So is it important?
Coming to the natural sugars, like raisins, bananas, that is fine. But there's a very important point to it. That is your quantity. If you have, example, if I eat 2 bananas, 20 raisins, 30 almonds, just pick up the dry fruits. My insulin, even if you're eating healthy, your insulin is spiking again and again. When insulin spikes, there is uncontrolled blood sugar in your body, right, in the bloodstream. Glucose is there. That is absorbed as again fat in your adipose tissues. And that will gradually give rise to high cholesterol, your diabetes, wrinkles, aging, high uric acid, PCOS. So it's not that you cannot eat, but your quantity is very important. So if a woman is around 40 years, so I would say 2 to 3 fruits. And also if you have a banana, if you have a mango, then don't have a banana and a melon. They are high glycemic foods. If you have an apple one time and have a high, like a mango. So too much sugar also in the bloodstream will give you problems. Nuts, a handful. I cannot be, okay, nuts are healthy, I will eat, okay, it's come, let me have the hazelnuts and the cashews. No. The quantity is the trick. If you're a sports person, you're running, your children, your quantity can have more, but not in your age. The quantity is the main trick, the portion. Having them is right, but not overloading the quantity. And coming to the water, yes, if your water is not pure, it's not filtered, then yes, you have to boil it. I was just discussing that, does it make a difference to have hot water or cold water? That doesn't make a difference, but yes, the purity of the water is important. So you have to boil the water if it is not pure. Yeah? I hope you're satisfied with the question. Yes.
Друзья, посмотрите, что...
Okay, so what's interesting in the conversation that we have, You know, there are no limitations. What she says is the quantity is what counts. You know, you can have almonds, you can have a little bit of raisins, it's fine. But, you know, 5 pieces maybe, so it's fine. Because, of course, you know, your body gets the signal when you eat a little bit of it. You get a little bit of positive stuff, but you get a little bit of positive emotions, but don't do them too much. Okay, yeah, so there is another question. So, Dr. Shivalika, thank you for a wonderful Q&A session and a wonderful lecture. What is your take on vegetarianism and veganism? You know, eating no eggs, no milk, all of that. So what do you think about less natural protein consumption? What is the way the vegetarianism affect female health? I have been doing that for 10 years, so what is your input on that?
That's a wonderful question. Thank you. I would love to answer it. So I do not say that veganism is bad. Those who are following it is very good, fine. But if you ask me, what do I do? What is my take on it? People who are following is absolutely fine. But somewhere, if you're vegan, your protein intake goes down. You have to be very careful on your tofu, on your bean sprouts. It is not enough, where your muscle gets drained out. And ideally, I would say too much of non-veg is bad, and also only vegetarian is okay. But today, these days, I recommend my clients, it's called plagiarism. That is 70% vegetarian, 30% non-vegetarian. You get your protein, you get your good energy, but if you're following vegetarianism, you have to really follow how much your protein intake should not go down. Because mostly in the veganism, there's hardly any protein. So that is what is important, and it should not deteriorate your health. As such, if you follow veganism, you can follow, if you're happy about it. So not an issue. But the main point is your protein intake. That is the main game in your whole diet. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so healthy eating. Is this expensive? Eating fish, almonds, avocado, oils of all sorts, meat. Do you think it's a diet meat? Do you think it's expensive? Do you think eating healthy is expensive? Raise your hands who think that eating healthy is expensive. Those on the opposite side of the spectrum, those who think that eating healthy is affordable. Okay, wonderful. Shivalika, so there are those who think that eating healthy is expensive, and that in order to eat healthily, according to Sunnah, you have to pay a lot.
Firstly, those who think healthy diet is expensive, please come to India. Please be my guest, because India is very cheap. So you're invited, come to India. So now I will answer your question. See, going to the doctors is more expensive. Going for healthcare is more expensive. But if you make yourself a priority, it is better today. There are cheaper options. You have to pick them. There are oats. Tell me how. There are lentils. There are beans. Avocado. If you pick one avocado for yourself versus you go to the doctor, what is better? Wherein you live longer, what is better? I don't say you have to go to fancy stores to pick up very fancy, but simple things like eggs is high protein, beans, lentils, your millets, they're all very cheap. So just weigh giving the hospital bill versus buying the simple food. I would say a healthy diet is cheaper for your body than going to hospitals and going to doctors.
Спасибо.
Thank you so much.
Friends, we are hosting a modern, active woman, Aida Ahmadulina. She's very active, a modern woman, and you see, she does have her own questions she would like to ask you. Aida, please introduce yourself, what you like to have after meeting Dr. Chevalier. Good afternoon. My name is Aida. Do you have presentation? Yeah, presentation? Presentation. Oh, well, so presentation. Okay. Just a moment, we will tell you everything. Just a moment, okay?
So, yes, thank you, Ida. I'm so happy to have you. And I'm going to explain you in a presentation all the questions she wants to ask. So I prepared a presentation. This is the recent this international Mrs. India award, guys. I won in Thailand in April. So this is it. I'll just forward. This is a PhD I attained in Dubai from the University of Thames, Paris. This is an Asia Arab Excellence Award, which I again got in Paris for my work in excellence, dedication. And I did 2 programs in Dubai of the community program. One was for 100 people and one was for 30 people. It's translated. And wherein my biggest loser, weight, lost 40 kgs in 6 months. So for that, 100 people, I did this program. It was featured in the magazine of Dubai, and which I got an award and certification. So this is an award I got in Dubai. And this is, I got the Global Inspiration Award at the House of Commons, UK Parliament. And this is, I've been awarded and certified by the government of India for promoting Ayurvedic diet and lifestyle globally. This is the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Now, we will come to Ida's questions, what she wants to ask.
Aida, you have a question. What questions would you like to ask, please? What would you like to ask? How old you are? What's your weight if you don't? How much would you like to have in a year, let's say? Good afternoon, my name is Aida, I am 49. You know, in August 2022, I was 127 kilos. Then I stopped eat bakery, and in 10 months, I lost 10 kilograms and 1.5 size in my dressing. But that's the most I could do. So my question is, what else do I have to get rid of to lose more weight? Because my idea is to reach 85 kilos.
Coming to your question that what you have to do. So I will quickly explain you that there are some hormones in women which if you will understand the hormone game and the timings, you will never have the problem of gaining weight. So the few hormones are, you have the estrogen, it's the female hormone. So if the estrogen dominance is there, you will gain your weight on your wrong places, and because your male hormone increases, and you will also land up in having PCOS. And progesterone is a male hormone wherein you will get water retention. And we have the thyroid hormone, the vitamin deficiency. So you have to keep in mind all these hormones. And the insulin resistance, that is the uncontrolled insulin when you have the high sugary foods. So that is a big game, cutting your insulin spike. Right? And the common causes of insulin resistance are your sedentary lifestyle. Example, I say, okay, I work out a lot. But when I'm sitting for hours watching movie, watching TV, but I'm working at the gym. No. Sedentary, even the workout doesn't give any effect if you have a sedentary lifestyle. Sedentary lifestyle virtually can lead to early death and even heart attack. Why? Because your muscles are getting weak, your metabolism is growing, your back is getting weaker. So your whole body is deteriorating. So the trick is that every time you sit for longer, after every 20 minutes, You have to get up. So sedentary lifestyle, then your poor sleep. All your hormones are repaired during your sleep. So sleeping on time, then your diet. If it is inadequate, your carbohydrates will come in detailed that what all you should be eating. So firstly, your deficiencies of your vitamins, your vitamin D. Are you having enough of your vitamin D sitting in the sun? Having your macronutrients and your micro in your seeds, your omega-3 fruits. So this is like a basic, the hormones which are linked, which disturb, like if your thyroid is uncontrolled, if you have hypo, your thyroid is lower, then also you can't lose weight. There's difficulty in losing weight in thyroid. So all these hormonal imbalances, they are the ones we've come is the root cause of your gaining weight. So I've explained you about estrogen. There is water retention in your body where you're taking certain pills and supplements. Then PCOD, the insulin is uncontrolled because you're not working out and the insulin lies in the blood. So some people will say that just give me the diet, I don't want to work out. It will not work at all. You have to work out because workout is non-negotiable. Then only your insulin can be neutralized. So we come to the next question. You want to ask?
Which hormones, which medicine would you recommend to sustain hormone gains, as you mentioned?
I will come to the hormones question, that if you're stressed, your cortisol is disturbed. Again, that is linked with you will gain weight. So no doubt these days there is stress. But I told you, you have to make yourself a priority with meditation, with yoga, reading good matter, stay with people who are positive, stay with your family. Stress has to be cut. Because if you don't do it with stress, diabetes will come into the role. So you have to cut on stress. Then the thyroid, if you get thyroid again, with your stress, with your wrong eating, you will gain weight. Then there's an imbalance in your hunger and your satiety hormones. If you're sleeping late, you're stressed. So this is all a vicious cycle. Then your hunger and satiety gets disturbed with hormonal fluctuations. Now we're coming to the drugs. Sometimes, you're taking these medications and they give you weight gain. You're doing everything right. So these are, firstly, your hormones. These are, the first one is the birth control pills and the patches. They give you weight gain. Then these are corticosteroids. They increase your appetites. These are medicines which are for for autoimmune diseases, for arthritis, for asthma. If you're taking those pills, they give you weight gain, they give you water retention. Then antidepressants. Ida, I hope I'm clear to you. We are coming to the process that what else is giving you weight gain. Antidepressants. Some people are depressed. They will go to the doctor and those chemicals also give you weight gain. Then antipsychotics. Even these ones, if your mood swings, they influence on your mood hormones. So these again give water retention and on your neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin, the happy hormones. So they also they give you weight gain. And insulin, if your appetite goes on increasing, you're not able to control your cravings, you're eating the wrong food. Again, the insulin spike, even if you're eating the right food, you'll say, example, I'm having juice, but I'm not losing weight. If I tell you, Ida, to have 4 apples, can you have 4 apples at a time? No. But in a juice, if you put 5 apples, you can drink the juice in 1 minute. So I tell you, don't have juices and smoothies unless you are an athlete. Juices and smoothies are for children, for athletes. For you, have fruit, have fiber. We make the mistake, clients will come, I'm just drinking juice, but one juice has got 4 oranges. You can't eat 4 oranges in one go. Got the point?
Живалика, разгрузочные дни,
Do you have some relaxed days when you have to get rid of some after New Year celebration, or what else? When do you have to lessen your food in general?
I would say that in fact, in the rule of fitness, and if you want to live up to 120 years, no fast and no feast. Of course, the fast which is allowed in your religion, you do that. But don't punish your body. Have your meals on time, and the main game on losing your weight and staying healthy is your time management. If you will not eat on time, you will naturally pick up everything. And even if you're going for a party for New Year's, like she asked, or Christmas, eat the quantity less if there's a buffet. What is the trick? Trick is have the starter, which is not fried, which is grilled. But in that, pick up from the buffet only 2 things what you like. Don't pick up 5 things. Don't pick up 4 things. You will pick up pasta. You will pick up some high carb thing with cheese, like grill. Pick up 2 things only. That is okay. In a dessert, if you have a lot of starter, then skip the dessert. If you have light food, then have 1 or 2 spoons of ice cream. But don't have a dessert more than once a week. But again, not at night. So this is the trick of going to a party and also eating and not putting on weight. I hope it's clear. Clear? Good. So,
Great, that's great, friends. Very important things have been mentioned. The New Year, the fasting days, the proteins instead of sugar. What else? What are the questions you may have, please? What do you start with first, right? Is that the question? Dear doctor, can you tell me what do I have to start with? I drink up to 3 or 4 liters. I don't eat bakery, and every meal I have fresh vegetables like cabbage, carrots. What else should I do to proceed, to move on, you see?
So now we're coming to the healthy diet. She wants to know that if she has to lose weight, so what is it that she should eat? So firstly, I would say that you have to understand that timing is the first principle. You keep your timing fixed of your meals. Okay? Secondly, you are only eating vegetables and your salads, which will not work. Your first thumb rule is your protein. Protein is going to give you a fuller thing. It's going to build your muscle. It will not give you sweet training. So your proteins like your salmon, your cod, the wild salmon for omega-3, or your chicken, your poultry. So this is your protein, your tofu. So having a breakfast of eggs, wherein you could add some carbs, some oats to it. Then your mid-meal, coming to a general diet, would be after 3 hours, you want to have a coconut water with some seeds, or if you're hungry, have a fruit. Now for your lunch, 40% you have to again put your protein, 40% your fibrous carbs, like your saute vegetables, because only protein will not work. And then 20% your grains would be like whole grains, like millets, high fiber, low glycemic index, not pure wheat. So this is the trick. And then one more trick, which girls I'm going to give you, which you will not put on weight ever. If you have your meal, example, you rest for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, just take a stroll. Means after your breakfast, after 20 minutes, after your lunch 20 minutes, after your dinner, take a stroll. What happens? The insulin spike in your blood reduces and your weight does not put on. And also before your meal, if you're going to for a party, for a heavy meal, have a bowl of vegetables. What vegetables do? Vegetables coat the lining of your stomach, the fiber, and then the food which follows does not get converted to fat easily. So that is also and it reduces your insulin spike. So I hope that is clear. And then evening, when it's evening, you want to have tea, you can have a light snack, like some sprouts, or again you want to have some fruit in the evening, or light snack like a fruit. Then dinner, don't have carbs, too heavy carbs in the dinner. Have your vegetables and your protein. Yes, there are days when you are very hungry, you have a long night, have a small piece of carb. There is no rule that you should not have carbs. I hope it is clear.
Все, да? Вопросы, коллеги?
Questions, dear colleagues? Any questions? This is great doctor, great speaker, a certified specialist how to lose your weight. Great woman we have. Please. Okay.
Rules. It's very simple, guys. So this is the full trick. Ida, this is for you. Limit your inflammatory foods. Inflammatory foods are the ones which will give you water retention, will increase the acidity in your blood, as well as they will give you high cholesterol, high PCOS, your burgers, your fast food, your pizza, your too much of sugary drinks. This will not work. Okay, so we cut them out. Then your whole nutrient-dense fruits, your vegetables and fruits, yes. Your non-toxic, your organic, clean foods. Then coming your water. We discussed before your hydration, wherein you have your water. Okay, one more trick I give you. In the morning, when you leave from your house, you know, a tangerine, lemon, mint, all these things you put in a bottle of water. That is going to give you your dose of vitamin C, because you're not sometimes able to have. So your first bottle of water, have it infused with tangerine, lemon, mint, coriander, and then other bottle of water, you can have the normal water. Then your timing. Timing is a very important factor. Fix your timing. Every day, your lunch, breakfast, dinner. Example, 9, 1 to 2, and dinner 7 to 7:30. In between, light fruit or a light meal. And balance your plates with your macros. Macros are your macronutrients. That is your proteins, carbs, fibers, which I explained the rule. Your main has to be, you have to fill yourself firstly with the veggies, your proteins, vegetables, and lastly your carbs. Okay? Then all these will give you, and yes, your glycemic index foods like high fiber, like I told you, millets, oats. These are the ones which are going to give you weight loss, as well, and your protein, your lean protein, not too much of beef. Beef has to be limited, the red meat has to be limited, because that will again increase your cholesterol and disturb your lipid levels. So earlier days, women could digest. They were working a lot of physical work. These days, we have the robots for us. There's not so much. You take the lift, you don't take up the stairs. Your physical activity is less. So you have to have the low glycemic foods. Prioritizing sleep. Sleep is a big game in your weight loss. Your REM, you have to sleep between 9 and 11. Why? Because there's a sleep hormone, REM, that gets activated only between 9 and 11. And if you will do sleep at that time, your body will repair all your system, you repair your damaged cells, your productivity next day will be better, your brain functioning will be better. And one more thing, clients will come to me, we are following the diet, we are having less food, we are doing a lot of physical exercise, but you know, we sleep at 2 o'clock, we sleep at 3 a.m. What are we doing? We are on the media, we are on the social media, we are on Instagram. No. You may do everything in the world, but if you're not sleeping on time, the REM is only activated between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. You will not lose weight. And also sleep is the one which is going to give you all, you know, your dementia, your brain problems. All of them, they come early if you compromise on your sleep. Then, yes, then workout. Workout, Ida, I hope you're working out. Do you work out or no? Does Ida work out? Are you working out, exercising? Yes. So I am going to give you 2 great tips. That what is the right time to work out? Do you guys know? Anybody knows when we should work out? Morning or evening? Morning. You know why? No. Okay. Yes. So girls, I'm going to give you a tip. If you want to lose weight, firstly, exercise is non-negotiable. You may diet how much ever, but the body, if you don't lose, people will come, I'm thin. Why should I work out? Because if you don't use your muscle, you will lose it. Even a thin person has to work out because the muscle is degenerating. And working out in the morning hours, the body takes up nearly 40% glucose better post 12 to 48 hours of the exercise. Because the body still will use it if you work out in the morning. And your blood glucose is stabilized, you have less cholesterol, and your even energy level, and you will not put on weight. So I highly recommend you 3 days of cardio and 3 days of weight training. If you find it difficult to go to the gym, you open the YouTube. I will tell you all my Instagram handle. Anybody who needs help from me, I can support you because I'm invited to this forum and I would love to support you. But do your weight training 3 days a week. And again, your post-meal stroll. That is another tip. After your meal, your breakfast, lunch and dinner, after 20 minutes, get up. If you can't walk, talk on the phone, talk to your colleague, do your work standing. But for 20 minutes after your main meal, don't sit down. It will help you really stabilize your insulin spike as well as give you weight loss. And then, more than that, I would say, 1 minute, we'll just go up. 1 minute. 1 minute, just one last point. Yeah, this one last point I'll tell you. This is very important. In the end, we finish with this. And then we can again ask, okay, so, 1 second, it's not, I want the last, the second, third last. The third last. No, before this. Yes. So, coming to a very important point, we've spoken of the food, we've spoken of the lifestyle, we've spoken of the sleep. Okay, and I also want to teach you 2 exercises from the modern Ayurveda of India. I guarantee you, if you do these 2 breathing exercises, you will lose your weight, your hormones will be balanced, and you will be less stressed. So girls, I'm going to teach you 2 tips. Okay?
Где можно увидеть эти упражнения дыхательные?
Where can you see those exercises?
On the net, and one is called the Kapal Bharti Pranayam. I will put it again. I'll put it in the net. How you do it, just breathe in like this. All you have to do is just throw your breath out like this. Through your nose, see. And your stomach is going in and out. See, I'll do it like this. Your stomach is automatically going in and out. You breathe in, don't concentrate on your breathing. Just throw your breath out from your stomach like this. You will lose weight, your stress, your hormones get balanced. It's called the Kapal Bharti or the breathing technique, Kapal Bharti. It's every Indian guru in yoga is doing this. Anybody who needs help after this, I can do. So what you have to do is just throw the breath out of your nose. The stomach will automatically move in like this. And another one is the alternate breathing. What you do is, for 2 seconds, take the breath in, hold it for 8 seconds, and 4 seconds, take it out. Then from the same nostril, take in and take out like this. Hold it and take it out. So I will put it to you what these techniques are good. They are really going to help your children who have PCOS not to gain weight, less stress and less hormonal disorders. And then be compassionate, love yourself, give yourself a priority, accept it. Right now, accept it that I am at this body weight and I will really love myself and slowly give nutrition to my body and come to the weight I want to. But don't focus on the weight. Focus that yes, I'm going to achieve good health, longevity, holistic wellness, where weight loss will happen automatically. Don't be stressed that I want weight loss overnight. I'm 80 kgs. How will I be 16? No. Focus on your happiness, on your good food, on your workout, on your sleep. Weight loss will follow. And then positivity, positive affirmations. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself, I'm the most beautiful woman. The mirror is going to crack. Okay? Yes. The mirror is going to...
Applause, applause, applause for our speaker.
I'm the most wonderful person. I am the best performer. Everybody loves me. My weight is ideal. My hair is beautiful. I have the perfect waist. I have the flat stomach. Tell yourself every morning and you will achieve it. Try it and you can do it. And then, thank you. I'm glad. And then you're mindfully eating. You know, every time you eat, be mindful. Put away the phones. I'm telling you all these tips to take home. No talking, no stressing, no laptop. You know, because if you will eat, the body's digestive juices are only secreted when you're relaxed, when you're happy. If you're on the phone, you're scolding your child, you're thinking, oh, my friend said this to me. It will not work. And also, the food, I told you, has to be cooked happily. Pray, gratitude, and gratitude for the beautiful you are. You are unique and nobody is like you. Yes, so these are the takeaway home tips, and I hope you all like the presentation. So remember, eating broccoli will not give you a superpower, but it will make you feel like a superhero from inside. So, so my Instagram handle is Healthy by Shivalika Khanna. So any of the guys, you want help from me, message me on Instagram, and you can take help from me. I really want to thank Regina, my coordinator in Russia. She really helped me. Everybody has my contact. If you need any help, please get in touch with them. Healthy by Shivalika Khanna. You can take a picture and you can message me. I can help you. And this is my beautiful coordinator, Regina, who will get in touch, can help you get my Instagram. And thank you very much. Guys, if you have any questions, anything, you want it again, the Instagram? Okay. What they want? The contact? Yeah. Telephone, yes. I'll tell you the Instagram, the telephone also. So you can WhatsApp me, any questions, and if you want to lose weight, longevity, with diabetes management, with food, high cholesterol with food, uric acid with food, there is no need to take medicines. You should be the last to take medicines. Your immunity should be so good that, you know, you should not need the medicines. And good immunity will only happen with your good lifestyle, healthy eating, good sleep, prioritizing yourself. I will put my Instagram. The first one is my India number. It's a WhatsApp number, +91 98151 64481. So anybody who needs help from me, any questions, I will be happy to help. Yes. So any more questions, Ida or Gulnara, I would love to from the audience. Anything else anybody would like to ask? Yes, please.
Okay, girls, do you have... Let's make a photo together with our wonderful Dr. Shivalika.
Thank you so much for your presentation, first of all.
Благодарим нашего доктора, благодарим за эту прекрасную беседу.
Thank Dr. Shivalika for this wonderful conversation that we've had. We'll now make a photo.
Your session, Shivalika, Gulnara, Aida, thank you for all for participation. Let's take general photo. And this is diploma for you. Thank you so much.